wet, 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 wet. Oh, baby. Just tryna change your life. I'm just tryna change your life.
Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I miss y'all. How y'all doing? I know I haven't been here in forever, but I'm so excited to be back filming again. And I have this orange, nice, bright, vibrant background, which is also kind of fall colors because we're moving into that cool weather, ready for the fall season, my all-time favorite. So I don't know, I'm just really happy and I'm loving the fall colors and the makeup collections that are coming out. And for this video, I have a lot of firsts. I'm using the Subculture palette for this eye look, and this was also my first time attempting a full cut crease. I'm not at all an expert, but I'm determined to get better and I'm just gonna keep working at it, so let me know what y'all think. And this is also my first time using this brand of lashes. A lot of different firsts in this video, so I'm really excited to bring you all some new content. And this video is in collaboration with Jazmine Ledesma, who is a fellow content creator, and she is a beautiful person inside and out. So I encourage you all to go ahead and check out her fall makeup look on her channel. And she also has some very fun vlogs, and I like to live vicariously through her because she likes to go on these adventures, and it's so much fun. So definitely check her out. But if you'd like to know how to get this makeup look, then just keep on watching. Alright, so starting with my eyebrows done and my eyes primed, I'm going to recreate this little face chart I did using the infamous Subculture palette. And I'm just going to start out by using a transition shade or kind of a base shade, Dawn, in this palette, just to do a subtle highlight on my brow bone, and I'm just going to go in with that first. Next, using the Mossy Army Green shade Untamed from the Subculture palette, I'm going to use that as the main transition shade in my crease. And what I've learned from watching different reviews on this palette and from working with it myself is that you have to work in very small amounts and build up your color. So I just tapped my palette once and then on this fluffy brush just diffused that all over the transition area and built up the color from there. To deepen my crease, I'm going to take this beautiful shade Axis from the top right corner of the palette, and using an angled brush that is typically used for eyeliner or eyebrows, I'm going to go ahead and map out where the cut is going to be of my cut crease and just build up the color right above that. And then later you're going to see me going with a pencil brush using a bit more of that Axis shade just to diffuse it into the Untamed shade. And you will notice that I took the cut crease a little bit lower than my natural socket area or crease, and that's because I wanted to go ahead and make my eyes look less round and more of like an angled outward shape, because too round I felt looked really weird with the cut crease going so far past the edge of my outer V. To further define my cut crease, I'm going to use this MAC Select Cover Up Concealer, which I think we all got this tip from Nikki Tutorials. It gives you such a sharp line, especially when you use a really small tapered brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and cover up my eyelid to add another base for the colors I'm going to use in the cut crease and sharpen that line. And what I love about this concealer is that it dries down really matte and a bit tacky, so that whenever you pack on any eyeshadow over it, it really has a nice color payoff. And I got my concealer a few shades lighter than what I would typically use, just because I wanted the colors to pop. Now taking the shade New Wave from the palette, which is more of an orangey yellow, I'm going to pack that onto the inner corner of that cut crease, or the inner third of my lid space. And then moving into the shade Edge, which is more of a mustard shade from this palette, I'm just going to pack that all over the rest of the lid and out into the crease or outer V. And I'm just packing that on so that I have a nice color payoff. And I found that with using a very flat synthetic brush, you can really pack on the shade and you don't have to worry about blending it out and dealing with patchiness. So I did my liner and lashes off camera, and you will see that I went ahead and did an inner corner highlight using this LA Colors Iced Pigment Powder in Glowing. And then for the lashes, I used Lash Kitty lashes for the first time, which I am in love with, and this is in the style Hypnotic, and they are super adorable and very affordable, so I highly recommend. So now I'm just going to prime my face using my L'Oreal Perfecting Base, which is sort of a matte, almost moussey texture primer, and I'm really loving it because it does fill in my pores and smooth out the skin, and it's very mattifying without feeling drying on the skin, so I'm definitely going to grab for this a few more times. And then for foundation today, I'm using my Lancome Teint Idole foundation, this time in the shade 500 Suede W, because it's a little bit deeper but still not too red on my skin. So it's a decent match for the summertime, even though my face is a bit darker than my chest. I feel like this foundation matches my chest pretty well. So I think this is going to be my favorite for right now. Now, after blending my foundation, I'm going to go in with my highlighting concealer, and for this look I used the Tarte Shape Tape Contouring Concealer in the shade Deep, which on me isn't deep at all. It's very much so a highlight for my under eye, and I'm keeping it more toward the center of my face instead of going so far out to the sides, because I found that with my face shape, by keeping it more towards the middle, it elongates it and keeps it from looking so round, because my face is pretty round at the moment. And using my Black Radiance Cream Contour Palette, I'm going to use that contour shade that you see right here. And I'm just going to use a brush to apply that to my cheekbones. At first I wasn't very impressed because it wasn't deep enough or dark enough against my skin, but I layered on the powder contour over it and got a pretty nice defined contour after that. So I'm blending that out with a dual fiber brush, and then later you'll see that I'm also using the Black Radiance Powder Contour Kit to deepen that shade. And I'm using the Beauty Blender to blend out all of the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer on my highlight areas. And this of course is dampened, and it gives me a nice buffed out highlight, sorry. And then for any of the regions that are between the highlight and contour, I like to go in with the butt of the Beauty Blender or the sides where there isn't much product on it, just to kind of blend that out so there aren't any harsh lines. And I'm finding that that helps everything look very seamless. And then you see I'm taking the excess concealer that was on that beauty blender and using that under my cheekbones for a reverse contour. And then I'm setting that highlight area with my Dermablend Warm Saffron Loose Setting Powder. And again, I'm going in with the powder version of the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette and using that contour shade just to set all of the areas that I put the cream contour. For blush, I'm taking the Toasted Almond Baked Blush by Black Radiance, which is a very natural looking blush on me, and I'm just placing that right above the contour area. And then off camera, I applied this Bobbi Brown Highlight Mini Shimmer Brick in the shade Bronze, which I adore. It's a very nice subtle highlight. And then I finished off my lower lash line with the Subculture colors that I used in the crease, as well as that LA Colors pigment powder, the golden powder. And then I'm just going in with a bit of mascara and lining my lips using my ColourPop BFF3 lip liner, which is very creamy and subtle, very neutral on me. So later I did go in with a bit of a darker brown, but for the lip color, I'm taking my Anastasia Beverly Hills matte lipstick in the shade Rogue, and that's also very nude on me as well. So I really love how this look came together. If you all like it as well, please give me a big thumbs up and a comment. And if you recreate it, make sure you tag me on social media so I can see it. All right, thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.